Chosen one, someone powerful is defending you now. Do not scroll past this moment, because what is being revealed right now is not small. It is not ordinary, and it is not something you can afford to miss. Someone powerful is already standing between you and what was meant to break you. And this is happening in ways you cannot see yet. I am telling you this so you understand that the pressure you feel is not a sign of defeat, but proof that something greater has stepped in on your behalf. There is a force moving quietly, protecting your name, redirecting harm, and silencing what was rising against you. Stay here and receive this truth, because what is unfolding is tied to a blessing and a shift that is closer than you think. Type Amen in the comments right now, not as a word of agreement with this message, as a declaration to heaven that you receive the decision someone powerful has already made on your behalf. Amen is how you acknowledge what has already been set in motion. What this means is simple and powerful at the same time. You are not fighting alone, and you were never meant to carry everything by yourself. I have already assigned protection around you, and that protection is not weak or uncertain. It is deliberate, strong, and focused on preserving what belongs to you. There are conversations happening that you cannot hear, decisions being influenced that you do not see, and outcomes being shaped in your favor before they ever reach your hands. You may have felt overlooked or misunderstood, but I want you to understand something deeper now. The very places where you felt ignored are the same places where I am working the most. The silence you experienced was not absence, it was preparation. While you were wondering why nothing was changing, I was positioning someone powerful to stand for you when the right moment came. That moment has already begun. Press the like button right now, not as a response to a video, as your digital signal to heaven that you receive this truth as active in your life today, not coming, not possible, but already in motion. Press like and let that be your agreement with what someone powerful has already decided. There are people who thought they could speak against you without consequence, but their words are being intercepted. There are plans that were formed in secret, but they are being quietly dismantled before they reach you. This is not coincidence. This is protection in motion. I am making sure that what is meant for you is not stolen, delayed, or destroyed by forces that do not belong in your path. You have been carrying a weight that was never yours to hold alone. You tried to stay strong, you tried to keep moving, and even when you felt tired, you did not give up. That faith, even in its smallest form, has called for a response. I have answered that faith by placing someone powerful in your defense, not just someone with influence, but someone aligned with purpose, someone who cannot be easily shaken, and someone who will stand firm where others have failed. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether a coffee, a donation, or a seed planted in faith you're giving today, is the visible form of the belief that just landed in your spirit. Someone powerful answered your faith with a defense you cannot yet fully see. Soaring back, and someone else has been holding on with that same faith, still waiting for their answer, still standing without knowing that what they need is already in motion. Your seed is how this word finds them before their strength runs out. As you give, bring with you the 3 places where you are still trusting someone powerful to stand in. The situation that has not shifted yet, the person who has not stepped aside yet, the door that has not opened yet. Place all 3 inside what you release. The same one who answered your faith is moving on those 3 things, and on the person your seed is reaching. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. This is why things may start to shift in ways that feel sudden. Situations that felt stuck will begin to open. People who once resisted you will either step aside or be removed from your path. Doors that were closed will not just open, they will open at the right time and in the right way. This is not random change. This is the result of protection and favor working together. Type 777 in the comments. 7 is the number of divine completion. Three sevens is the seal placed on everything being intercepted, dismantled, and redirected on your behalf. Right now, the conversations you cannot hear, the plans you cannot see, the outcomes already being shaped in your favor. Let heaven see that you received it. I want you to notice something important. The defense that has been placed around you is not loud or dramatic. It is steady and precise. It works in the background, making sure that every step you take is covered. It is correcting what was meant to harm you and turning it into something that strengthens you instead. Even the delays you experienced were part of this protection, keeping you from stepping into places that were not safe for your purpose. You may not know the name of the one defending you, and you do not need to. What matters is that I know, and I have chosen wisely. This defense is not based on chance. It is based on intention. I have seen what you have been through, and I have decided that you will not continue to face it alone. This is a turning point where unseen help becomes visible through outcomes that cannot be denied. There is also something changing inside you during this time. As protection surrounds you, strength is being built within you. You are learning to stand with confidence, not because everything around you is perfect, but because you know you are covered. Fear is losing its hold on you, and doubt is being replaced with quiet assurance. This is part of the transformation that comes when you are defended by something greater than yourself. The truth is, not everyone will understand this shift. Some will notice the change, but will not know how it happened. Others may try to question it or even resist it. But their understanding does not determine your outcome. What matters is that you remain aligned with the truth that you are protected, guided, and supported in ways that go beyond human effort. There is a reason this is being revealed to you now. It is to prepare your heart for what is coming next. When the results of this defense begin to show, you will recognize them. You will see situations resolve in your favor. You will feel a sense of peace where there was once anxiety, and you will notice opportunities appearing where there were none before. These are not small signs. They are confirmations that the protection placed over you is active and effective. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. And because of that, you are being defended. Let this truth settle deeply within you. Let it change the way you see your current situation. What looks uncertain right now is already being handled. What feels heavy is already being lifted. And what seemed impossible is already being prepared to shift in your favor. There is a quiet shift in the air around you, a sense that what once pressed against you is losing its strength. This is not your imagination. This is the effect of protection actively working in your favor. The one defending you is not just blocking harm, but also clearing the path ahead so that you can move forward without the same resistance. What once felt like a constant struggle is slowly turning into steady progress. And this is only the beginning of what is unfolding. There were moments when you questioned if anything would ever change. You carried silent battles, and there were nights when the weight felt too heavy to explain to anyone. Still, you continued, even when your strength felt small. That perseverance has not gone unnoticed. It has called forth a response that is now standing firmly on your side, making sure that what you endured was not in vain. Type "I am covered" in the comments right now, not as a wish, as a statement of what someone powerful has already declared over your life. You are not waiting to be covered. You are covered now. Let that be the first thing you say out loud today. The defense around you is also restoring what was weakened. There were parts of your confidence that were shaken, parts of your trust that felt broken, and parts of your hope that seemed distant. All of this is being rebuilt quietly, or not being guided through it carefully. Each step you take now is more stable than before, and each decision you make is being supported in ways you cannot always see. You may begin to notice that certain people are no longer able to affect you the way they once did. Their words will lose their power, and their presence will no longer bring the same tension. This is because the protection over you is not only external, it is also internal. It is strengthening your spirit so that you no longer carry what was never meant to stay with you. This is part of the defense that is shaping you into someone who cannot be easily shaken. There are also doors that were once closed that will begin to open without struggle. You may find yourself in situations where things come together more smoothly than expected. Opportunities will appear in ways that feel natural, not forced. This is not luck. This is alignment. The one defending you is also making sure that the right doors open at the right time, without confusion or delay. At the same time, there will be things that fall away from your life. This may not always feel comfortable at first, but it is necessary. Anything that cannot remain under the protection that surrounds you will be removed. This is not loss. It is refinement. You are being separated from what does not belong in your next season, so that what is meant for you can come in without obstruction. There is a difference between planting from a place of fear and planting from a place of being covered. Fear gives to protect itself, but when you are already defended, when someone powerful is already standing between you and what was meant to break you, what you release is no longer about survival. It is declaration. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, your seed today is the first action taken from the side of the covering, not from the side of the lack. Someone else is still on the other side, still facing what is being removed from your path, still standing in what is being refined out of your life. So it is how this word finds them. As you give, bring with you what is still being refined in your own story. The relationship still being adjusted, the confidence still being restored, the timing still being aligned. Place all three inside what you release. The one who is refining your path is moving on those things too, and on the person your seed reaches today. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. There is also a deeper level of peace that is beginning to settle within you. It may not be loud or overwhelming, but it is steady. It is the kind of peace that remains even when everything around you is still in motion. This peace is a sign that you are no longer standing alone. It is a reminder that there is something greater holding you steady, even when circumstances are still shifting. You are being guided to trust this process, even when you do not fully understand it. Trust does not mean you have all the answers. It means you are willing to move forward knowing that you are supported. The one defending you is not temporary, and the protection around you is not uncertain. It is consistent, and it will continue to work in your favor as long as you remain open to it. There may also be moments where you feel a sudden sense of clarity. Things that once confused you will begin to make sense. You will understand why certain events happened the way they did and why certain paths did not work out. This clarity is not coming randomly. It is being revealed to you so that you can move forward without carrying unnecessary questions. You are also being prepared for something greater than what you have experienced before. The defense that is around you is not only for your current situation, it is for what is ahead. You are being positioned to step into something that requires strength, stability, and confidence. That is why this protection is so intentional. It is not just about keeping you safe, it is about preparing you to rise. There is a quiet strength growing within you that cannot be easily shaken. It is not based on circumstances, but on something deeper. It will allow you to stand firm, even when everything around you is uncertain. You may also notice that your perspective is changing. You are beginning to see things differently, not from a place of fear, but from a place of understanding. You are recognizing that not every challenge is meant to stop you. Some are meant to reveal your strength, and some are meant to redirect you to something better. This awareness is part of the transformation taking place within you. The one defending you is also influencing the outcomes of situations that involve you. Even when you are not present, even when you are not aware, things are being handled in your favor. Decisions are being shaped, and paths are being adjusted so that you are not placed in positions that do not align with your purpose. This is protection working beyond what you can see. There is no need for you to force anything during this time. What is meant for you will come without struggle. What belongs in your life will remain without confusion. And what is not meant for you will be removed without you having to fight for it. This is the result of being defended by something greater than your own effort. You are entering a phase where things will begin to feel lighter. The heaviness you carried will begin to lift, and the tension that once surrounded you will begin to fade. This does not mean that everything will be perfect, but it does mean that you will no longer feel alone in what you face. There will be a sense of support that remains with you, even in the midst of change. Stay grounded in this truth. You are not fighting for your place. Your place is already being secured. You are not struggling to be seen. You are already being recognized in ways that matter, and you are not trying to protect yourself alone, because you are already being defended. Now you are stepping into a time where the defense placed around you is not only protecting you, but also aligning things so precisely that you will begin to see order where there was once chaos. This is not sudden luck. This is the result of something intentional working on your behalf for longer than you realize. What once felt uncertain is now being shaped into something stable, something that will hold and not collapse under pressure. There are situations that once drained your energy that will begin to lose their grip on you. You will find that the same things that once caused you stress no longer affect you in the same way. This is because the protection surrounding you is also removing the emotional weight that was attached to those situations. You are not being hardened. You are being strengthened. You are learning how to stand without absorbing everything around you. And this is a quiet but powerful form of defense. The one defending you is also influencing timing in your life. There were moments when things did not happen when you expected them to, and it left you wondering if you had missed your chance. What you could not see was that timing was being adjusted for your protection. Certain doors were delayed because stepping through them too early would have exposed you to unnecessary harm. Now that timing is shifting again, you will begin to see doors open at moments that feel right, not rushed or forced. You may also notice that certain answers are coming to you more easily. Questions that once stayed in your mind without resolution are beginning to settle. This is because clarity is part of your protection. Confusion often leads to wrong decisions, but you are being guided away from that. You are being given understanding so that when you move forward, you do so with confidence and not hesitation. This is how your path is being secured, step by step. There are also relationships in your life that are being adjusted. Some connections will grow stronger, while others will naturally fade. This is not something you need to control or force. The defense around you is making sure that only what aligns with your purpose remains close to you. You are being surrounded by what supports you, not what drains you. This is part of the protection that is shaping your environment as well as your path. There is a deeper level of awareness growing within you. You are starting to sense when something is right and when something is not, even without clear evidence. This is not coincidence. This is guidance. The one defending you is also sharpening your ability to recognize what belongs in your life and what does not. This awareness will help you avoid situations that would have once caused you difficulty. It is a quiet but powerful form of protection that stays with you wherever you go. Share this message with someone who feels like they have no one standing for them right now. Someone who has been fighting every battle alone, carrying everything without knowing that someone powerful is already moving on their behalf. You know what it felt like before this truth landed. Share it now. What heaven placed in your hands is not meant to stop here. You are also being prepared for moments where you will need to stand firm. Not every situation will disappear, but you will not face them in the same way as before. There will be a confidence in you that was not there before. You will know when to speak and when to remain silent. This balance is being built within you so that you are not easily shaken by external pressure. There are outcomes that are already being decided in your favor before you even step into them. You may walk into a situation expecting resistance, only to find that things move more smoothly than expected. This is not by chance. It is because the one defending you has already gone ahead of you, shaping the environment so that it works with you instead of against you. This is how protection operates at a deeper level, influencing what you have not yet encountered. You may also begin to notice that your energy feels different. There is a steadiness in you that was not there before. You are not reacting the same way. You are not overwhelmed the same way, and you are not doubting the same way. This is a sign that the protection around you is also stabilizing you from within. You are becoming someone who can carry more without being weighed down, someone who can face more without being shaken. There is also a sense of restoration that is beginning to take place. Things that felt lost are not gone forever. Some of them are being returned in better form, while others are being replaced with something greater. This is part of the defense that is not only protecting you, but also restoring what was affected by past challenges. You are not being left with less, you are being brought into more. You are entering a space where your effort will begin to produce visible results. You have worked, you have waited, and you have endured. And now there is movement. What once felt like standing still is now turning into progress. This progress may start small, but it will grow steadily. It will not collapse easily because it is being supported by something greater than your own effort. There will also be moments where you realize that certain struggles you expected never actually happen. Situations that you thought would become difficult will pass without conflict. This is another sign of the defense working in your favor. It is not always about overcoming challenges. Sometimes it is about preventing them from reaching you at all. This is protection operating quietly but effectively. You are also being reminded that you do not need to prove your worth to anyone. The defense placed around you is not based on your need to convince others. You are being supported because you are meant to move forward, not because you have to fight for recognition. This will free you from the need to seek approval in places that cannot provide it. As you continue moving forward, keep your focus on what is in front of you, not on what is behind you. The past does not hold authority over your future. What you have been through has shaped you, but it does not define where you are going. The protection around you is leading you into something new, something that is not limited by what you have already experienced. Stay steady in your movement. Do not rush and do not hold back. Move with quiet confidence, knowing that you are not alone in what you are doing. The one defending you is consistent, and the protection around you is reliable. This is not a temporary shift. This is a continuation of something that will carry you forward into a place of strength, clarity, and fulfillment. As you continue forward, you are stepping into a season where your presence itself begins to carry a quiet authority. You are not forcing this, and you are not trying to become something you are not. This authority is forming naturally because of the protection that surrounds you and the strength that has been built within you. You will notice that situations respond to you differently, not because you are demanding it, but because something greater is standing with you. This is part of what it means to be defended. Your environment begins to shift in response to the covering over your life. There were times when you felt invisible, when your efforts seemed unnoticed, and your voice seemed unheard. Those moments were not wasted. They were shaping you in ways that are now becoming visible. The defense that has been placed over you is also bringing recognition in the right way and at the right time. You are not being pushed into attention prematurely, but you are being positioned so that when you are seen, it is stable and it is lasting. You will begin to notice that your words carry more weight than before. When you speak, people will listen more closely. When you make decisions, they will have a greater impact. This is not because you are trying harder. It is because you are aligned differently. The one defending you is also strengthening your voice, making sure that what you say is not easily dismissed or ignored. This is part of the authority that is forming within you. There is also a shift happening in how others perceive you. People who once underestimated you will begin to see you differently, not because you changed for them, but because what surrounds you has changed. The protection over your life is influencing how you are received, how you are approached, and how you are treated. This is not something you need to control. It is something that is happening naturally as part of your alignment. Type 1111 in the comments. 4 ones is the alignment code, the signal that what has been working in silence is now becoming visible. Type 1111 and let heaven record that you are moving forward from this moment with alignment confirmed. There is also a shift happening in how you handle challenges. Where you once felt overwhelmed, you will now feel composed. Where you once hesitated, you will now move with clarity. This is not because challenges have disappeared, but because you are no longer facing them in the same way. The defense around you is making sure that even when difficulties arise, they do not have the same power over you as before. You are also being guided to let go of the need to control everything. Not every outcome requires your direct effort. There are things being handled for you, and trying to manage them yourself would only create unnecessary strain. You are learning to move with trust, allowing what is meant to unfold to do so without resistance. This is a form of strength, not weakness. There are moments coming where you will see clear evidence of the defense that has been placed around you. You will witness situations turning in your favor in ways that cannot be explained by coincidence. You will see outcomes that reflect protection, guidance, and alignment. These moments are meant to confirm what has been happening all along, that you have not been alone, and that you have been supported every step of the way. The evidence is coming. The outcomes are being shaped. The situations are already turning. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, a coffee, a donation, whatever is in your hand, plant something into this season before you see every result. Not because you are buying the outcome, but because the one who acts in faith before the confirmation arrives is the one whose confirmation and harvest arrive together. Someone else is still waiting for their first sign, still in the season before the outcomes begin to turn. Your seed is how this word finds them before discouragement sets in. As you give, bring with you the 3 outcomes you are still waiting to see. The situation that has not fully resolved, the door that has not fully opened, the evidence that has not yet made itself visible. Place all 3 inside what you release. Someone powerful is moving on all 3, and on the person your seed is reaching today. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. You may also find that your focus is becoming sharper. Distractions that once pulled your attention away will begin to lose their hold. You will feel more centered, more aware of what truly matters, and more committed to your path. This clarity is part of the protection surrounding you. It is keeping you aligned so that you do not lose direction or become entangled in things that do not serve your purpose. There is a refinement taking place in your life. You are learning how to manage your energy, how to protect your peace, and how to stay grounded even when circumstances shift. This refinement is necessary for where you are going. It is preparing you to handle what is coming without being overwhelmed by it. Situations that once triggered frustration or doubt will now be met with calm and understanding. This is not because you no longer care, but because you are no longer controlled by external pressure. The defense around you is creating space for you to respond with clarity instead of reacting from emotion. This is a sign of growth and strength. There are also new opportunities that will begin to align with your path. These opportunities will not feel forced or uncertain. They will feel natural, as though they belong in your life. This is because they are being guided into place by the same protection that is surrounding you. You are not chasing these opportunities. You are being led toward them. You are entering a phase where your actions will begin to produce consistent results. The inconsistency you once experienced is being replaced with stability. This stability will allow you to build something that lasts something that is not easily shaken by external circumstances. It is the result of being supported by something greater than your own effort. There may also be moments where you are called to step into roles or situations that feel unfamiliar. Do not be discouraged by this. You are not being placed there without preparation. Everything you have gone through has been equipping you for these moments. The defense around you is not only protecting you, but also ensuring that you are capable of handling what is placed in front of you. You are also learning to trust your own intuition more deeply. There is a sense within you that is guiding your decisions, helping you recognize what is right and what is not. This is not something to ignore. It is part of the guidance that comes with being protected. It will help you avoid unnecessary challenges and move toward what aligns with your purpose. As you continue on this path, remember that you are not defined by what you have faced in the past. You are defined by where you are being led. The protection around you is not limited by your history. It is focused on your future. It is making sure that you move forward without being held back by what has already happened. There is a quiet confidence growing within you that does not need validation from others. You will begin to feel secure in who you are and in where you are going. This confidence is not loud or boastful. It is steady and grounded. It is the result of knowing that you are supported, guided, and defended in ways that go beyond what you can see. You are stepping into a level of stability that cannot be easily disturbed. This does not mean that challenges will disappear, but it means that they will no longer have the ability to shake your foundation. The strength you are building now is quiet but unbreakable. It is not based on circumstances. It is rooted in something deeper that remains even when everything around you is shifting. This is part of the protection that is shaping not just your path, but your identity. There were times when you felt like you had to defend yourself constantly. You felt the need to explain, to prove, to stand against what was being said or done around you. That season is coming to an end. You are no longer being called to fight every battle on your own. The one defending you is taking over where your strength once had to carry everything. This will bring a sense of relief that you have not felt in a long time. You do not need to respond to every situation, and you do not need to correct every misunderstanding. There is a higher form of defense at work now, one that does not rely on your words or your effort. It is handling what you cannot see, shaping outcomes in ways that do not require your involvement. This is where you learn the power of stillness. There is also a shift happening in how others perceive you. People who once underestimated you will begin to see you differently, not because you changed for them, but because what surrounds you has changed. The protection over your life is influencing how you are received, how you are approached, and how you are treated. You are also being guided to release any lingering doubt about your path. There were moments when you questioned if you were moving in the right direction, if your efforts were leading anywhere meaningful. Those doubts are being replaced with clarity. You are being shown step by step that you are exactly where you need to be. This reassurance is part of the defense that is strengthening your confidence. There is a restoration of trust happening within you. Not just trust in what is ahead, but trust in yourself. You are beginning to see that you are capable, that you are resilient, and that you can handle what comes your way. This is not something you were always able to recognize, but now it is becoming clear. The protection around you is allowing you to see your own strength without distortion. You may also find that your priorities are shifting. Things that once felt important may no longer hold the same value. You are becoming more focused on what truly matters, more aligned with what supports your growth and your purpose. This is part of the refinement that is taking place. You are being guided to invest your time and energy where it will produce lasting results. There is also a deeper sense of patience forming within you. You are no longer rushing for things to happen immediately. You are beginning to understand that timing plays a crucial role in your journey. The defense around you is not only protecting you, but also ensuring that things unfold at the right moment. This patience will allow you to move with confidence instead of urgency. You are entering a space where your presence will begin to bring peace to others. This may not be something you notice right away, but it will become clear over time. People will feel a sense of calm around you, a sense of stability that they cannot explain. This is because the protection surrounding you is also influencing the atmosphere around you. There are also moments coming where you will be reminded of how far you have come. You will look back and see the distance between where you were and where you are now. This reflection will not bring regret, but gratitude. You will recognize that every step, even the difficult ones, played a role in bringing you to this point. This awareness will strengthen your trust in the path ahead. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do that now. Not as a follow, as a sacred pipeline. The next message someone powerful has prepared for your season is already forming. Do not let it find someone who is not watching. Stay in the current.